Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm BigBot. Today we're going to be reviewing a Razer audio mixer. This is coming from someone that's been using a Go XLR Mini for over a year now. We're going to see if this one's any better as my XLR Mini's been having some issues. For $250, I'll be curious to see if it's any better, worse, or the same. As the XLR is about $230, you can get on Amazon right now. Only thing about XLR Minis is they're no longer supported via firmware. The dev team has stopped supporting them. Normally I don't buy Razer products, but I'm curious to see how this one's going to do, especially that it has a audio isolator here. So make sure to stay tuned.
It started season. I need my chairman, he always go remind. I had to bust out some raps for the one time. Think I'm flexing, I only do sometimes. I need to be gas on my wrist like it's lunchtime. I had to bust out some.
Okay guys, here is the box that the Razer audio mixer comes in. Looks like this. It's actually quite smaller than I thought it was going to be. We have our XLR inputs. We have our 4 channels, our curse button, quick mute button here, and it does use Type-C power. Let's open this up. Looks like we have a note from Razer. It's time to get seen and heard. Not going to read that. Audio mixer. We don't read instructions around here. Thank you. Let's see. Here we have cables. You do get a braided cable. This is the Type-C cable with a 3.5 millimeter. Put that to the side for now. And in the intro, these are the audio isolators I was talking about. These are special. If you've never heard of these, what these do is these can help remove noise, static. So it's just a 3.5 to 3.5, purely to help remove static and noise. Looks like you get 2 of them. That's a nice touch. I'll be curious to see how high quality these are, if they actually end up doing anything. We will see. This looks like the actual mixer. You can see here, I've been using a Go XLR Mini for quite some time now. I'll be curious to see how well this one works. Right off the bat, it is much smaller. It does come in a nice case here. Put this box to the side. So here is our mixer. First thing off the bat is these have some more force behind them to move them than the XLR does. It takes a little bit more force. These buttons are definitely softer. There's more texture to the buttons. We do have the same mic out and headphone out, therefore you can listen to the phasers in here. XLR, which we will be using. We do have optical, which we're not, and then the Type-C for power. So let's go ahead and plug this thing in and look at the software, and I'll meet you guys there. Hey guys, I'm back. The second I plugged in the audio mixer and got it to at least I can talk to you, Razer Snaps this opened and immediately brought me to a firmware update. I have completed that firmware update, and now we're here. So once you open that up, it will bring you to this menu. I have set up just some functions just so I can simply record this. I have set my mic for channel 1, chat for 2, chat meaning Discord. 3 is music, that's really web browsers. I use that for Chrome, Firefox. Game, that is considered system sounds to me, the game I'm playing obviously. Then I have set the bleep button to a toggle instead of a push to toggle to mute everything. If I quick press this, it'll temporarily mute everything. And if I long press, I guess there's a voice changer involved here. As for the mixer, here are the audio levels it's registering and the outputs you can use. This is a lot different from the XLRs. On the XLR, it is nowhere near as simple. You get a whole routing table. These are all put together. They're not spaced out. I do like this a little bit more. Feels like it's a little bit easier for the new user to use. I'm not new, but it's nice to see something like this because I'm not looking for something complicated. I just like to use it to have the physical controls on my desk, not having to tab out or mute my mic whenever I need to. I can click a button and walk away. The XLR in here, that's my mic sensitivity. So if you bring that down, back up, you guys will be able to hear me. And same goes for music, which shows on the dial here, which you're actually moving on your desk. Let's go over here to mic. You can set phantom power. My mic does require phantom power. I am using an XLR. You can toggle between how many decibels your mic's going to get. Percent. For some reason, I always need to use mine on max gain, or everyone tells me I'm way too low. I'm not going to turn the mic monitor on because that's going to create a crazy echo in this video, but that lets you hear yourself. As for noise gates, I don't use noise gates as OBS and other recording softwares does that. If my friends get too, if I get too loud with them, oh well. Mikey, like equalizer, I don't notice much of a change. I'll cycle through them here as I'm talking so you can hear them. I sometimes change these or leave it default. I notice when it does like ones, zeros, you're not going to notice a difference. Sometimes what I like to do with mine is I'll set this to 4 and this to 1, and I leave mid alone. I don't use the compressor, but as you can see here, the compressor modulates the amount of mic input to reduce its volume when it gets loud. Again, I use noise gates and stuff in OBS, so it doesn't really affect that. As for the effects, you get the voice changer.
I can cycle through them here as I'm talking. You may not be able to hear them if I have it set up right. I'm not quite sure. We'll
figure out once the video's done. I know some of these sound actually quite similar to each other, but I'll cycle through them here as I'm talking so you can hear each
one if the video picks it up.
That off, echo, reverb. I can't hear it, but I will play with them just in case the recording can. These should, I don't know if they sound the same, but they seem like Chapel and Arena may sound similar. Chapel may have a little bit more echo. We'll go to Marble Room size. Can we get a bigger room? This may sound different to you or not. And then the concert hall. Turn that off, and then we get some key shifters and vocal fading. Adjust the pitch and tempo of any audio line in. And vocal fading, use the slider to isolate, minimize volume. Any voice detected on the line. And then we get lighting. So here's where everyone likes to go crazy. I know Razer's big with their lighting. You can have it cycling. Here's the logo. This logo is actually at the very top of the mixer. Right now it's not purple, it's actually cycling. It's like a teal right now, but we can set that to like a static Razer green. Most of my build is set to like teal. So here we can even change these to static and go to the teal that I like to have them at. I'll leave those there. I will say the lights are not terribly bright. They're difficult to see. I'll show you guys in a second what I'm talking about. They are not very bright. The XLRs were exponentially brighter, I will say that. Even these at 100% are not even 50% of the XLR's brightness. So if you're looking for a super bright device, this is not going to be it. If you're looking for simplicity, this is definitely going to be a lot easier to set up and configure than the XLR was. Let me show you what that Razer brightness looks like now.